What happened to the queen bee of your high school? Mia and I were complete opposites in high school. She was on the basketball team, head cheerleader, hair always perfect, outfit always trendy and flawless. And I was the weird autistic girl who was a complete outcast. But unlike the popular girls in movies, Mia was actually nice. She wasn't my friend or anything. I didn't have any friends, but she was a lot nicer to me than most people at my high school. We got paired together for a science project and she joked around with me and didn't treat me like a complete loser. It's a low bar, but nobody else at our high school cleared it. But then the summer before senior year, Mia disappeared. It was like the earth just swallowed her up. She was one of those effortlessly cool, super smart, low-key intimidating girls who somehow made straight A's, hosted bonfires everyone wanted to be invited to, and always seemed like she was on the edge of something bigger than high school. Then one night she left a party early, said she wasn't feeling great, and never made it home. Her car was found on a bridge with the key still in the ignition and her phone on the seat, dead. The town went into full meltdown. Search dogs, helicopters, true crime TikTokers, wild theories. Some people thought she'd jumped. Others swore she'd run away to chase some secret dream. The cops couldn't find anything. Her parents moved 2 years later. Most of us tried to stop wondering because it felt like screaming into the void. Fast forward 5 years. My life has turned around a lot. I found people I could relate to in college, joined some clubs, and was having a good time living far away from the town where I grew up. I'm working at this random airport cafe between semesters when this woman walks in, orders black coffee, and freezes when she sees me. It's her. Mia. Hair shorter, face older, eyes haunted but sharp. My jaw must have hit the floor because she laughed and said, "Let me explain, but not here." We sat outside in the loading zone, and she told me everything. That night she left the party. She'd been planning to drive to her cousin's house to crash, but on the way she stopped to help a guy who looked like he'd crashed his motorcycle. Except he hadn't. It was a setup. He drugged her, kidnapped her, took her to a cabin in the mountains, and kept her there for almost a year. She escaped when he left to get supplies and forgot to lock the back door. She found a ranger station, got rescued, and the guy was eventually caught. Here's where it gets insane. Instead of returning home, Mia decided to fake her identity and disappear completely. She'd been obsessed with this idea since she was a kid, that the life everyone sees isn't always the one you're meant for, and after going through something that terrifying, she didn't want to go back to being a small-town teen everyone pitied. So she changed her name, used cash from an old savings account her grandmother had left her, and started over in Portland, working as a tattoo artist, living anonymously, and building a new version of herself that had nothing to do with being the girl who vanished. She said she only came back because her dad had a stroke and she needed closure, but when she saw me, something clicked. She said, "I thought I could outrun who I used to be, but maybe I was just afraid of how strong I'd have to be to face her." I don't know why she told me. Maybe because I was the last person who'd ever tell the whole town. Either way, she let me hug her, asked me not to tell anyone, and disappeared again the next morning. I've kept the secret ever since. But I still look up sometimes when strangers walk into the cafe, just in case.